Yeah, so we carried out some research polling teachers last autumn to try to understand better what was actually happening in schools on the ground during the cost of living crisis. So we polled teachers through an organisation called Teacher Tap, which allowed us to reach a few thousand teachers and just understand a bit better how the crisis was impacting teachers, pupils, and their schools. So we found teachers have seen an increase in lots of different issues for students during the autumn term. So, for instance, 74% of teachers have seen an increase in pupils who aren't able to concentrate or are kind of really tired in class. 67% have said more students have behavioural issues, and just over half have seen an increase in those coming into school who don't actually have adequate winter clothing, so something like a coat. So really it's impacting on all tenants, the general underlying well-being of students, how they're able to kind of concentrate and perform in class as well. Really concerningly, 38% of teachers reported an increase in children coming into school actually hungry, with 17% saying there was an increase in families asking to be referred to food banks. So obviously that's the absolute underlying, if a student is hungry, then they can't learn in class, that they're not going to be able to concentrate properly. So really concerning that we've seen an increase in that. At the cost of living crisis specifically, check that your school actually has a plan on the crisis and how it can respond to it. So, for instance, are they running surveys with students and with parents to check on how they're coping, any challenges that they have, what support is available from the school as well, and is that being clearly signposted? You can find out in that kind of survey whether or not students and parents are aware of the support available as well. In terms of support from the Trust and looking more at our research, you can follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn or Instagram to find out more about our research. And it's also all available on our website. We have a specific tab for research, so have a look there. On our reports that are specifically for schools, we also have lots of school-specific recommendations. So have a look there for hopefully what will be actionable policy recommendations that your school can put in place. Yeah, so please do have a look at Sutton Trust programmes and if any could be relevant for students in your school. They are for students in year 12, so some of your schools may not have students of that age, but it could still be useful to flag it to them before they actually go on to their next steps so they're ready to apply when they're in year 12. Our programmes do a wide variety of things, so we look at insight to university, insight to doing an apprenticeship, and also looking at different pathways to professions, so things like law, banking, or finance. We do that in partnership with universities and with employers, and we look to give students practical advice and leave them feeling inspired and more confident about their future. The programmes are completely free to attend. All costs, including travel, accommodation, food, and activities, will be paid for by the Trust and our partners. And you can find all the information about the programmes on our website.